Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Road to Rank 1 in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Today we have a pretty cool team by Sabella. Guys, thank you everybody for all the support. I know this has been going on and off, but I really do appreciate it. Of course, if you do enjoy, if we can get to 1,000 likes, that'd be great. Only if you enjoy though. I'm gonna try and get this up a little bit more frequently. I'm kind of starting to feel it just a little bit more, you know. I'm enjoying it a bit more, maybe just because I've definitely lost a lot of points just from not playing and also tilt, but a lot of it is definitely from not playing too. I went down like 100 and something points from the 2 weeks ago when I decided to take my little break, but I'm enjoying it, so I should be uploading it a little bit more is what I'm trying to say. But we got a pretty cool team, and it has another Scarf Weavile. We don't have a Scarf Victini, so we need Scarf Weavile for Mega Jam. And yeah, I'll pause it. We'll get right into the, I don't know why I'm pausing it, we're just going to get right into the team preview. So as I mentioned, my boy Sabella passed me this team. The first member of the squad is Mega Charizard X. This is the Roost 3 attack set, and this is my favorite set for Mega Charizard X. A lot of times I think it's hard for this Pokemon to Dragon Dance up and straight up sweep. And when it uses Dragon Dance and tries to sweep, it usually has to, you know, either forgo a coverage move or get rid of Roost and just be 3 attacks, and then you actually have to, you know, prioritize defogging for this Pokemon. Whereas this set, Roost 3 attacks, is really nice because it allows you just to punish switch-ins, Landorus, Zygarde, Toxapex, not necessarily Zygarde, but just allows you to just break through switch-ins with your Stab and Earthquake as well for Heat Rant, and then roost off the damage later when need be. So you're not necessarily using it to sweep, but you are using it as a breaker. With Tough Claws, obviously Flare Blitz and Dragon Claw hit incredibly hard. Jolly Max Speed allowing us now to be Kyurem Black, Landorus, Excadrill, everything below base 100. Landorus-Therian is the next member of the squad. We're running defensive Landorus-Therian form with Defog, U-Turn, Earthquake, and Hidden Power Ice. Papa Berry is pretty nice because this can allow us to better check Pokemon like Zygarde, Charizard X, Garchomp, basically physical attackers that Landorus can take a hit from and then later recover a bunch with its Papa Berry. We have Hidden Power Ice for opposing Zygarde, Landorus, and Garchomp, you know, 3 Pokemon I already mentioned. U-Turn for obviously the momentum, Earthquake is our stab, and then we have Defog allowing us to get rid of the hazards, as Landorus is immune to Spikes, Stealth Rock, not Stealth Rock, nothing's immune to Stealth Rock, except for Magic Guard users, but Spikes, Toxic Spike, Sticky Web. So all grounded hazards, Landorus is a great defogger in that regard, also providing us Intimidate support. Manaphy is the next member of the squad, and we're running Tail Glow 3 attacks, but we're running ICMZ instead of Waterium-Z. ICMZ is a really cool option because it allows you to blow past Assault Vest, Tangrowth, also allowing you to blow past Kyurem Black at +3, so that's pretty cool. Something that Waterium-Z didn't let you do, but if it's Naive Kyurem +3, Sub-Zero Slammer, you're gonna blow that thing back. Same thing with Tapu Bulu, so it's a really interesting option because instead of Waterium-Z, you're obviously using it to actually deal with your counters a little bit more effectively, and also hitting Ferrothorn for quite a bit of damage. Psychic is there for Toxapex, and Scald is just our main form of stab. Timid Max Speed for the same reason that Charizard is running Timid Max Speed. Tapu Koko is the next member of the squad, and we are running Choice Specs Tapu Koko. Now, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and U-Turn are a given. Thunderbolt is your main stab. Hidden Power Ice, obviously hitting Landorus, Zygarde, Garchomp, all with that 4 times effective damage. And then U-Turn is nice for momentum if you don't know what move to click and you know your opponent's gonna switch. U-Turn can give you some nice momentum, also allowing you to switch out on those ground types coming in. The last move is a toss-up. You can either run Volt Switch, Grass Knot, or Dazzling Gleam. Obviously all of them have its ups and downs. Grass Knot's nice for Gastrodon as well as a Powdon. Dazzling Gleam's a pretty good neutral move, and it also can knock out Kyurem with a Choice Specs while also hitting ground types, but also hitting dark types, but also hitting fighting types. So it's really nice. I'm actually going to be testing it out as we're playing. And then Volt Switch is really cool because it gives you a strong momentum move, but obviously ground types like Landorus, the most common Pokemon, can just come in and block that. So all of that has pros and cons. Ferrothorn is the next member of the squad. We're running a Spadef Ferrothorn for Greninja for Tapu Lele. This gets up our Stealth Rock, it Leech Seeds and protects. Power Whip is there for Greninja. With Leech Seed and Protect, we obviously get back recovery for potentially Landorus as well as Ferrothorn. And it's basically just designed to switch into Greninja, to switch into Tapu Lele, and even AV Magearna, because with Leech Seed and Protect, we can actually outstall the HP Fire Assault Vest variant, but more importantly, put it in range of Tapu Koko or even Manaphy at +3. So that's the idea behind Ferrothorn. giving us a nice water resist and a whole bunch of other resistances at that. Last but not least, we have the Pokemon that makes us not lose to Mega Alakazam. It is Choice Scarf Weavile. We are bringing it back. I had to bring it back after the last time. Apparently, a lot of people have been hating on this set, not in my comments, but on the ladder, so that's pretty fun. But Choice Scarf Weavile provides us a Mega Alakazam check, a Mega Lottie check, as well as just a Pursuit Trapper, has Foul Play as well, which is pretty cool for setup. So Kartana, for instance, which is really threatening, can easily get Beast Boost versus this team. So Foul Play will allow us to deal with that. And then we have Ice Crash and Knockoff as our main stabs. Crash hitting incredibly hard, knocking out Landorus. Choice Scarf Weavile is pretty cool too because again, it does knock out Choice Scarf Landorus, so that can be really useful in an end game. And Knockoff is there just for getting rid of items. You guys know what Knockoff does by now. But that is the team for today. Let us get right into the battles. Alright guys, so we have our first game, and I honestly am kind of regretting not keeping Volt Switch on top of Koko. This guy has no ground type. The closest thing he has to a ground type is Greninja clicking spikes. Like, that's actually the closest thing my opponent has to a ground type. But I absolutely love Charizard X in this game. Another Pokemon I very much love is Tapu Koko, and Manaphy has such a great time versus my opponent too. We're lead off with Koko because it just Volt Switches out versus everything, and I don't have Volt Switch, but I essentially Volt Switch out versus everything. But what I can do here is U-turn out on the Bulu coming in, and this will allow me to bring out my Charizard. Now, unfortunately, because of his own grassy terrain, I'm not going to be able to really hit the Heatran for too much damage, but we're going to Mega Evolve here and actually click Earthquake anyway. Just in case you want to go Heatran, I think that Manaphy is going to be the key to winning this game because I do have ICMZ, but obviously I have to be a little bit careful. Now, I do like Ferrothorn as a switch-in as it allows me to get up my Stealth Rock. However, with the fact that my opponent does have T-Spike, I'm a little bit iffy about it now. We'll go Lando. Yeah, I'm a little bit iffy about Rocks now because I'm assuming this is his Rocker. Yep. I'm gonna default. You can't throw away Heatran. That's such a poor play because I have a Charizard X. Yeah, I'm gonna default here. I only did that because of the fact that my opponent does have T-Spike. Had they been Toxic, it'd be a little bit easier, but I'll be able to default and just U-turn on Bulu as he goes Toxapex. And because he is a T-Spike variant, I'm pretty safe to go Manaphy in my opinion, and just start Tail Glowing up and then clicking Psychic. Because obviously my opponent can haze me. Oh, wow. That is a dead Tox. That is a fully Fizz-Def Toxapex. So my opponent is going to lose a few Pokemon here. We can just click Sub-Zero Slammer, and this will always knock out Tapu Bulu. This also gets rid of terrain for my opponent, so Earthquake will now always knock out Heatran. And they also cannot kill this Manaphy with anything on their team. I can take the Z move from this Pokemon and knock it out. And now when I bring out Charizard, I kind of just win. So Manaphy putting in a ridiculous amount of work, as I mentioned, in the team itself. Greninja is going to come out. We're always going to go a Ferrothorn here. Landorus also at this point kind of just wins. So we'll Leech Seed up as Heatran is going to come out. Because the Tornadus has used its Z move, I'm pretty safe to just go for Protect and get back up to full. This will allow me to always get in on the incoming Greninja if he wants to do that. And I can just bring out Manaphy now. Sack it to Lollapalooza. Get in my Lando. Like I want to default just for Charizard, but I mean Earthquake is just the better play. As my opponent burns me, ideally I actually don't knock him out with this. Nice. So this means because of the fact that I'm a Papa Berry, I can actually defog away and I'll kill him with the I'll kill him with the Leech Seed recovery. So we're able to get rid of T-Spikes. And I have Specs Koko in the back, which does not care about anything. Greninja comes out. I can always just go Ferrothorn here as he Hydro Pumps. And honestly, I'm gonna Leech Seed. I was thinking about doubling there, but I can't give my opponent an opportunity to actually do something versus me. So Leech Seeding was the play. Ferrothorn will always win. I can go Lando initially just to get off an Intimidate. Even though my opponent can SD up, I still have Koko in the back to also do a little bit of work. So basically, between Earthquake, Leech Seed recovery, and Protect, I should be good to win this game. But like I said, Manaphy would do the most work, and even if they SD up again, that does not matter. I cannot lose. I literally U-turn here. I sack Weavile because Weavile doesn't do anything. It should be Pickpocket Weavile, not Pressure. Knocks me out with knockoff. I can literally get in Ferrothorn and click protect, and it's safe to win. And Koko always outspeeds the Greninja, so okay, you can go Grin. I'll just Power Whip here as I'm being flinched to death. That's cool. We're gonna Power Up again. If he flinches me one more time, I'm going hard Koko. But thankfully does not. Greninja, Mawile can come out, but because of Iron Barbs, it will go down. So again, this was pretty much how I expected it to go, but happened a lot sooner. I didn't expect Toxic Bites to die, but basically Manaphy, like I said, could break very easily. Good game, dude. Hey, subscriber, you can tell. Alright, nice. But that's a really good start. Manaphy just putting in a ridiculous amount of work. Zard, I figured could put in work, but because he had grassy terrain, just weakening my Earthquake got hard. But once, it got really hard to do that with that. But once we saw T-Spikes on Toxic Spikes, we were just going to assume that it's Toxic Spikes, Scald, Recover, and no Toxic. So Haze would be the last move. Of course, it could have been Toxic, but I think that gave Manaphy the best opportunity. Now, this is a tough one. I think that Weavile is going to be key in this because it revenge kills a lot, but I'm also really weak to Magearna, which is something I'm not sure how I want to deal with. I think I'm going to lead off a Charizard and just try and break early. As he's Excadrill. Just going to Earthquake in regular form. I'll put him in range of Dazzling Gleam. He can knock me out, yes, but I just prevented rocks. So I am okay with that. I also just get in my Manaphy now. So like like even though Charizard was fantastic in breaking in this game, I just prevented rocks from the Excadrill. And that's going to be really nice for my Weavile, for Koko and whatnot. Obviously Gren can come out. Probably just going to go for Hazard here as he goes for Taunt. I have no reason to actually set up as Scald is relatively free. Just keep clicking Scald there. I also Scalded just in case he wanted to spike up, and obviously it would have hit it for super effective damage, potentially even burning it. But Gyarados is the biggest threat, I think. I go Pharaoh, as it is Mega Gyarados. Okay, that's cool. Power Up is going to do a ton. I had no reason to Leaf Seed there. Power Up is going to do a ton. I think it knocks out the Gyarados. Yep, after recovery, beautiful. Blacephalon comes out, and it looks to be a sub-Blacephalon, I'm going to say, so I'm going to actually Power Whip as he knocks me out there. He gets the speed boost, but unless you're Scarf, I should be good. Of course, this is going to allow the Magearna to come out, and that is something that could potentially beat me down. So I'm not... But I think it's Flare Cannon, right? Not Ice Beam. Are you actually Ice Beam? I feel like you're... Maybe I just lose to this. How could I prevent this? I don't think... Ferrothorn was... I think I might have just lost to this. Ooh, nice. Hey, that's big boy right there. It's leftovers too. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Big Eye Papa Berry. Because I think it was Z Blacephalon, right? I really thought it was Z Blacephalon. I could have been wrong though, I guess. But all we gotta do is HP Ice this thing twice and I win. You don't even knock me out. Hey, big Lando coming through. Alright, so, like, Magearna, I wasn't sure how to put myself in a position to beat it. I just had to hope it wasn't the right set to beat me. That was honestly it. And hope that Manaphy could blast through. Because I just realized my Manaphy is ICMZ and not Waterium. So that was my bad. I definitely played the end game, or maybe even the early game wrong. But I wanted to prevent rocks. And I thought that defog would be hard. Especially because Landorus was there to always check Zygarde and then gets worn down. But I don't know. Magearna's also a stupid Pokemon. I'm gonna leave it at that. There's too many stupid Pokemon. This is why I don't actually like OU this generation. My favorite tier this generation is UU, because I feel like it's easily the most balanced. And even when there are Pokemon that are, you know, arguably broken, Terrakion, maybe even Bisharp to an extent, we either suspect them and actually do something about it, or go from there. Now, this boy has Victini, the Scarf Victini, the Alakazam counter. Luckily, I have the other Alakazam counter on my squad. I'm gonna lead off with Koko, mainly because I want to see if my opponent does lead Landorus, if it's Scarf. Intimidate did go off first. Beautiful. So we do find out that it's Scarf. Now, I have a few options here. Charizard literally destroys my opponent's team, so I think that I'm gonna use that as an advantage here. It actually just clicks Flare Blitz and doesn't care. if I go, man, he's gonna U-turn. Like that's it. If I go Ferrothorn, that gets in Victini, and I might lose to that depending on the set. I don't know the Victini set. I don't know what's his Zmon. It's not this. This is Scarf. Ferrothorn is Ferrothorn. I think I'm gonna. I know this is a really aggressive play, and honestly, it's pretty bad because Koko's good. I'm gonna U-turn here. Now the reason I'm gonna U-turn is because I want to force in Ferrothorn to give me Charizard. If he Earthquakes, still bad for me, but at least gives me like if I go Landorus, he gets in, I guess Crawdon, which is a giant threat. Never mind. I can't risk him Earthquaking. Koko's too good. Yeah, like I knew that would happen, and by me going for U-turn my own, I would bring in Ferrothorn and not Crawdon, but now he gets to bring out Crawdon and mess me up. Okay, never mind. He opted to say no. So we're gonna bring out Big Charizard and pretty much claim our KO right now. Go ahead and give me that Ferrothorn. Lovely. Okay, so Manaphy looks a little bit better now too, but my Charizard also took all of its health. What happened to my Charizard? Koko comes out. I'm assuming you are Specs. Why else would you bring out Koko here? To go for Dazzling Gleam or something? If I bring out Ferrothorn, it does give Victini setup. But I don't think I... Can I stop that? I think it's better to actually just attempt to roost here. Woo! And just click Blitz. Hey, let me weaken your land. Like, honestly, I don't think... The only set that could knock me out there would have been Specs, I feel. I'm gonna roost again. Let him Earthquake me. Charizard did its job. It weakened Lando. It obviously still be good for Mawile, but I'm gonna use my Koko to deal with that, especially because his own Lando's almost gone. So brings out his Mawile immediately on my Mon. Do you have Ice Punch? Because I'm gonna Earthquake you. You are a problem. Because I feel like Koko in the end game. Look at Dazzling Gleam and look at half his team. I'll U-turn here. If he goes for HP Ice, it will pop my Papa Berry. And we're going to get rid of this, that way I can click Thunderbolt safely. Go ahead and give me this. However, this does allow in, obviously, the Mawile, and potentially, I guess, the Victini, but Victini is really weird, because I'm a Weavile. So maybe just Koko. Yeah, Mawile is also the play that I could have seen. Manaphy still can take a hit, which is really nice, and I wish I was Walterian Z, because I just got a kill. But we always go Lando here, as he Fire Fangs immediately. Nice, I get off some Earthquake damage. I either knock out Mawile or... Ooh, didn't knock it out. Why? Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way +1 is knocking me out. Great, I get rid of Mawile. The Zmon is probably Victini, so I have to hit that thing if he goes out to that. As he U-turns, I'm assuming into Victini, maybe? Crawdon. Alright, so I can bring on my Koko. Just click Thunderbolt, knock out Crawdon. I'll obviously eat an Aqua Jet. I'm assuming it's going to do around 50% almost. Yep, almost 60. So it gives me Choice Band, Crawdon. If Victini comes out, I have to Thunderbolt it. I have to. Because if... Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to crit him there. But basically, I put it in range of Weavile 100%. And now what I can sack is my... I feel like I can just sack... No, I feel like Manaphy will eat a hit. I don't have to sack anything. Ferrothorn's gonna win. That wasn't him Power Fire, so I'll just Thunderbolt here. Yeah, I'm putting in range of Crash. Nice. That crit sucked, but basically the only set that could beat me at that point with Victini would be Z Celebrate, and after Thunderbolt, Weavile outspeeds it, and I'd be able to knock it out. So just click Crash here, and Scarf Weavile able to win me that game. Not bad. Good game. Not bad at all. Scarf Weavile helping me climb, and once again getting rid of 2 giant threats. Now this is another one where I think Scarf Weavile would be great. It revenges everything on my opponent's team. Zygarde, Blacephalon, Landorus, weakened Zapdos, a Superior, and Charizard. Yo, I've never seen a team that my boy loves revenge killing more. That's amazing. Likewise, Tapu Koko is the fastest member out of all the 12 Pokemon here. Well, obviously Choice Scarf Weavile, but I mean, you know, speed tier wise. So I'm going to lead off with it because I want to find out if my opponent does lead Landorus, if it's Scarf. However, I don't think it is Scarf. You can't glare me. Do I 2-hit KO you? I feel like Tapu Koko 2-hit KOs. Superior. HBIS does do a good job. I'm 2-hit KOing you. This is Spadef. Serp. Boy, Koko's really good in this. I'm trying to think, what do I want to set? But if I get rid of this, like, look at Manaphy and look at his team. So it's actually it's worth doing this. It's worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. Obviously Zygarde could be a problem, but I can now go Weavile and just click knock off and not care. So I think that, like, as good as Tapu Koko was versus my opponent's squad, I don't think I would be in a more favorable position to not only allow Weavile to be better, because that's one less Ice Whip Crash I gotta hit, but also allow Manaphy to be better. Charizard comes out. X or Y, my friend? My own Charizard is actually the play if it's Y. And it being Y would actually be not too bad for me because he gives me sun boosted attacks. He's X though. I don't want to go hard Landorus because Landorus is so pressured. Even as good as this Pokemon is versus him. And if I go Ferrothorn, I give him setup. Actually, no, setup will matter because Weavile can only outspeed so much. I'm just going to Mega Evolve and click Dragon Claw. Yeah, he's going to knock me out, but it does allow me to go out to my Landorus and honestly just click. I really want to HPI so badly and just not care. Because again, I'm trying to win this game with Manaphy because if Manaphy does just win. So I'm my Earthquake. As Zapdos comes out, this will allow me to get out my Ferrothorn and not care. Obviously Heat Wave is annoying, but... Is it not Defog? Alright, we get on my rocks. Oh, if it is Defog, then it doesn't have Heat Wave. And that means I can Leech Seed everything. I just have to find the best opportunity, literally the best opportunity for me to set up with, what are you doing, bro? Literally the best opportunity for me to set up with Manaphy is going to be a situation where, Landorus is in, I think. Because, like I said, it just smacks everything. ICMZ will smack Zapdos. Manaphy should not need any prior damage for ICMZ to KO. I think at most, Zapdos has to be at 90%. Yeah, 90%. Exactly. On point. What are you doing, dude? You just trying to paralyze me to death? Alright. Because I feel like I'm not going to actually be... I want to go Lando here and then pivot into my Manaphy. But if he HP Ices, this is bad. Is it worth it? But why is he not Defog? What is he doing? Alright, we're going to pivot into Manaphy here on the expected HP Ice. Why was that the opportunity to defog? I just Ice Beam here. Why was that your defog? Like at 39%, why was that the turn that you clicked defog? I'm trying to figure this out. Zygarde comes out. What? Get the hell out of here, boy. Zygarde comes out like, what? Whoa, what? Who? Huh? Like, there was disbelief in my voice. I want as little Ice Cream Crashes as possible, so Landorus is always my player. I'll eat the Flare Blitz, I get my Papa. I'll eat the Dragon Claw too. And I get my Earthquake off. Beautiful. Go ahead and give me that KO. I just Earthquake here. I don't give him a free sub. Never a Nightmare. I get in Weavile. I'm guaranteed faster. Knockoff will for sure knock you out, regardless of your speed boost. Give me that. And Lando should not be able to beat me, but just to make it easier, I guess I'll knock here. Yep, that's a choice, Scarf. And again, like I said, look at Manaphy and look at his team. This is why, even though I did stack Koko, which was super good early on, Bestuffon was the only thing that outsped Manaphy, and the only set that could actually threaten it would either be Specs or, get out of here, Specs or the Never-Ending Nightmare. So that's why, as that initial turn one play was, also the fact that my opponent had a super bulky Superior was annoying, but as that turn, initial early turns might have looked, it made sense for Manaphy in the late game. Like I was able to knock out Zapdos, Lando, Zygarde, so it did what it had to do. It cleaned up, which is what I expected it to do, or wanted it to do rather, in the end game. Alright, we're doing pretty well though. I'm enjoying this team. Scarf Weavile putting in work, Koko putting in work, Charizard dying, but I mean, it's also weakening everything, which is really nice. So everything has been putting in quite a bit of work, in my opinion. I'll pause it until we find another battle, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we have a very, very, very odd team. I like Manaphy a lot, and I like Charizard's ability to just break through everything. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Manaphy early to open up that door for Charizard. Basically, it weakens Seismitoad. I shouldn't lose to Volcarona, hopefully. But it weakens Seismitoad and maybe gets rid of, Tornadus. And it allows me to use Charizard early. Hey, come on, man. But that's like the idea behind it. So I'm going to Tail Glow up immediately. Ideally, he switches out fearing the Energy Ball, but it's not common, obviously. But I mean, you're a 4 times weak Pokemon to that sort of thing, so I would switch out fearing it, basically. But maybe Tail Glowing up immediately. I just put so much pressure on his team from the get-go. Do you have Energy Ball? It's why I led Manaphy. Have fun. I mean, I led it to bluff it, but also just like I said, to Tail Glow up immediately and just try and threaten him from the get-go. I couldn't lead Ferrothorn because I'm automatically from turn 1 in a position where I can lose to Volcarona. That's how annoying Volcarona is. So every time I bring in Ferrothorn, I have to remember to double. And I have to I'm gonna write that down. Remember to double. I can't let the turn-by-turn plays affect my long-term thought process. So even if it's the easiest Ferrothorn switch into my life, I gotta remember to double. Wait, with Ferro, I gotta that was super vague. Remember to double. Like what am I doubling for? I'm just putting that because I'm gonna see that. So I'm probably not gonna get a Rocks this game, to be honest, unless I get Leech Seed and Charizard is already Mega Evolved. But even then, I don't even know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna stand and not care. But I always go for the Tail Glow here because it works towards my end game of Charizard just wrecking everything. Especially because Charizard is a Will-O-Wisp immunity. So he does go hard into Muck. Nice. Just Scald as he goes Seismitoad. Gonna ICMZ on his Muck. I don't mind. Again, Muck is, it could be a little annoying. Not too much, but could be a little bit. But I'll be able to Scald here and knock it out as he goes Seismitoad again. Okay, I'm going to hit you with some damage now. As he Toxics me. And at this point, I just click Ice Beam a couple more times. So I was able to get rid of Muck. And I was able to severely weaken Seismitoad to the point of Dragon Claw. So this is all very, very good. Tornadus comes out. I'm assuming you're Z. If you're not knocking me out. Goes Volcarona. I'm going to click Psychic here because it knocks out Volcarona as well as hitting Seismitoad. So now we prevent rocks from our opponent and we got a hit off on the Volcarona. So that's so good. This is incredible for me. In fact, look at Thunderbolt and look at his switch-ins. He said good game. It might be, bro. It might be. It might be. I was able to get rid of his 2 only Tapu Koko switch-ins. So right now, Specs Tebow from Koko does not care. And this is why, again, I led off with said Pokemon. Bro, you're dead. This is Specs. Biggest threat to my team gone. Obviously, my opponent still has a good game, dude. But yeah, you guys saw how important Manaphy was in this, and the reason I let off with it was, of course, to bluff that, but to also try and deal with Toad as much as possible. The fact that I was ICMZ was really good here, too, because I understand my opponent's double from Muck into Seismitoad. Basically, he was scouting for Waterium Z, so Hydro Vortex, which would have destroyed Muck, and obviously Seismitoad has Water Absorb, so it was immune to it, but being able to use Manaphy to weaken it and essentially just dunk on his team was really, really nice and kind of satisfying, to be honest. I love Manaphy so much. Too bad I already used Manaphy in the thumbnail, so I'll probably use Weavile. Weavile would have been cool too, though. Whoa. Dude. Are you the OG, Will? I gotta know. Don't put timer on me. Tell me. Answer my question. From PO? Hey, don't timer me. Answer my damn question. Good to see you. You're still using Registeel, man. Man. Into your roots. Yo, so one thing that destroys him is absolutely Manaphy. Is Manaphy. So I'm gonna lead Ferrothorn. Now the reason I'm leading Ferrothorn is because I feel like Registeel is so good as a lead versus me. Yeah, man. Now we played a lot back in the day. Uploads versus you on PO, if I remember correctly. Yo, I know this thing is Banded Mamoswine. Are you still using Banded Mamoswine? Let me know. Tell me right now, bro. But I know this boy is banded. I know this. It's so nice to play people that are like, Will.i.am did not care. He did not care what the hell was being used. I will use my Registeel on every single turn. I'm gonna protect. I'm scared. You too, man. Have fun. Alright, at least it is fair. As he goes slow, bro, I think he's not banded. Fire Blast will not Oko me. I'm gonna get my rocks. I'm gonna get my young rocks right here and go Koko, because Koko does not care about Mana Buzz. And this will allow me to click. I'm clicking Thunderbolt. Yeah, because I can't let him go Registeel for free. And weakening this is so good. It's absolutely amazing for my Manaphy. So worth every penny. I know this boy is banded. Koko is too important because it deals with Talonflame. And look at Dazzling Gleam and look at his team now that Registeel has been weakened. I probably still won't knock it out. I think that Charizard is the most expendable member. I really do. I knew it! I knew it. Oh man, it's still that. It's probably Groundium. It's probably Groundium now that I think about it, but I'm gonna Tail Glow up, anticipating him to want to sack maybe Reggie. As he goes hard, I Dragon. This will die to Ice Beam. Nice. So Thunderbolt's even better versus him. It's still good versus him, but it's even better now. I love how well oh, Scarf. I wonder if this is AV. Oh, this is Mega. What the hell am I saying? Give me some damage on you. The best place to go hard, Koko. Because while I can lose to Talonflame with this thing being weakened. Okay, I didn't predict that. We can U-turn here on Registeel. And this allows the same. I definitely didn't predict Rest at all. But this allows me to bring out my Manaphy, which still threatens Registeel. Will always Oko Mana Buzz because I have ICMZ. And he can't rest. So I'm really happy that he was rest, bro. You can't rest. You're not going to knock me out. Not over yet, fam. You still got the Talonflame, that's a problem. T-Flame fat? Is Talonflame fat for Zarwai? Why would you not go? I mean, either way, I go Koko and I win the game. Ah, slow. Nice. All right. Well, I was able to win here. Good game, man. Dude, you too, fam. Okay. I'm gonna end it with this battle. But CGC, I know you've been watching this. Did you see who I just played? Bro, tell me not. Yo, this brings back some memories, man. I love Pokemon, guy. Everybody knows I love Pokemon, right? If you don't think I love Pokemon, get off the channel. Get off the channel right now. I want you to leave a like. Maybe subscribe to me on Twitch, but get off the channel. Like, get off the channel. No, you're not. I love Pokemon. So when I see things that bring back good memories, like my boy Will toxicking and wearing down my entire team with his unkillable Registeel, and smacking me with, you know, the same Pokemon and still using Banded Mamoswine in 2018, back when I used to play them back in 2011, 2012. Yo, this is like, woo! That brings back memories, man. Makes me feel young. I am young, though. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. We were able to get 100 points today, which is really nice. Got a lot of decay. We started at 1758, and now we are 1856. So if you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.